Hello everyone, welcome to MSFT webcast. In this video, we are going to see the steps on how to enable self-service password reset from the Windows 10 login screen with Microsoft Intune. Azure Active Directory's self-service password reset gives users the ability to change or reset their password with no administrator or help desk involvement. If Azure AD locks a user's account or they forget their password, they can follow prompts to reset their password without help desk calls. Earlier in Azure AD video series, we have created video on how to enable and configure self-service password reset in Azure Active Directory. Let me show you the settings which we have to configure in Azure Active Directory. You have to sign in to the Azure portal using an account with Global Administrator or Authentication Policy Administrator permissions. Click on Azure Active Directory. Click on Password Reset from the menu on the left side. As we can see, the self-service password reset is enabled for group of users. We have selected Test Users Group for self-service password reset. So members of Test Users Group can reset their password using self-service password reset. Let's go to our Windows 10 device. First of all, let me sign out from this Windows 10 device. Click on Sign In Options. Click on Password. As we can see, currently self-service password reset from the login screen is not enabled on this Windows 10 device. So user is not able to perform self-service password reset from the login screen. Using the Intune device configuration profile, we will enable self-service password reset from the login screen on this Windows 10 device. This can save time for both users and IT staff and reduce the number of help desk calls and emails related to password reset. Our devices must be running on at least Windows 10 version 18.03 and the devices must be either Azure AD joined or hybrid Azure AD joined. Password reset isn't currently supported from a remote desktop or from Hyper-V Enhanced sessions. Let's go back to Intune portal. You have to sign in to the Microsoft Endpoint Manager Admin Center as a global administrator or an Intune service administrator. We can access Microsoft Endpoint Manager using the URL https endpoint.microsoft.com. On homepage, click on Devices. Under Policy, click on Configuration Profiles. Click on Create Profile. Under Platform, select Windows 10 and later. Select Profile Type as Settings Catalog. Now we need to click on Create. On the Create Profile window, specify a descriptive name for the new profile. We have given name Test Enable Self-Service Password Reset from the login screen. Optionally, you can enter the description for this policy. After entering the optional description, click on Next. On the Configuration Settings page, we have to click on Add Settings. On the Settings speaker window, click on Authentication. From the list of settings, we need to select setting named Allow AAD Password Reset. Select the checkbox in front of Allow AAD Password Reset setting. Now, close the Settings speaker window. This policy allows the Azure AD tenant administrators to enable self-service password reset feature on the Windows login screen. Here, we need to specify the settings set to allow or block based on our requirements. Since we want to enable self-service password reset from the login screen, we need to set up the setting to allow. Perfect. We have configured the required setting to enable self-service password reset from the login screen. Click on Next. On Scope tag, we are going with default scope tags. Click Next. On Assignments page, under Included Groups, click on Add Groups, and then from the list, choose the groups to target. We have created one test device group named TestWin Client. From the list, select TestWin Client group. Click on Select. As you can see, we have one device in our test device group, which is our test Windows 10 device. Click Next to continue. On the Review plus Create page, review the settings which we have configured for this profile. When ready, click on Create and wait for the confirmation message. We can see the confirmation message, policy created successfully. To see the policy, we need to click on Refresh. Here we can see newly created profile. So configuration part is done. Now let's test the result on our Windows 10 device. Let's go to our Windows 10 device. First of all, we need to sign into this Windows 10 device using the credential of our user TestUser1. Let's open Intune Sync page. Click on Info and click on Sync to initiate the manual synchronization with Intune. Okay, as we can see, the last sync was completed successfully. Now, after restart on the login screen, Reset Password option will be available when selecting Password as the sign-in option. So let me close this and let's restart this Windows 10 device. Okay, let's go to login screen. Click on Sign In Options. Click on Password. And this time at login screen, we can see the option Reset Password. So this means the policy which we have configured in Intune portal is successfully applied on this Windows 10 device. And now our user can perform self-service password reset from this login screen. We also want to test self-service password reset from the login screen. So when the user clicks Reset Password, the user will be redirected to Azure AD self-service password reset service. Let's see that in action. Click on Password and now let's click on Reset Password link. As I have mentioned, that user will be redirected to Azure AD self-service password reset service. It will take a few seconds to reach there. As we can see, the user ID is already pre-populated. In our case, it is user1@msfsuratv3.onmicrosoft.com. Click on Next to choose a verification method. In our case, a text to my mobile phone method is already selected. Now we need to just type the correct phone number. After entering the correct phone number, click on Next. Microsoft will send a text message containing an OTP code on provided phone number. We just need to enter that code here. Let me enter the code 153976. After entering the code, click on Next. After completing verification, the user must provide a new password. So let's enter a new password for this user account. So enter a password and also re-enter the password to confirm it. Click on Next. Wait for a few seconds. We can see the confirmation message. Your password has been reset successfully. Now, user can log into this Windows 10 device using the new password which we have just created. Click on Finish to complete the process. We will be back on login screen. Let's type use a password and press Enter key to sign in. Remember, this time we have to use the new password. Let's press Enter key. As you can see, the user is able to log in to this Windows 10 device with the new password. We can also confirm the information about the password reset in the Azure AD audit log. That's all for this video on how to enable self-service password reset from the Windows 10 login screen with Microsoft Intune. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a nice day.